All right, so Trump's war on the transgender community continues with the latest executive order that he signed yesterday. Let's read this article from the NPR about it. Trump signs an order restricting gender affirming care for minors. President Trump signed an executive order that seeks to end gender affirming treatments for children and teenagers under the age of 19. The directive signed Tuesday was the latest step the Trump administration has taken that examines social protections for the transgender community. On Monday, Trump signed an executive order to ban transgender troops from openly serving in the military. On his first day in office last week, Trump signed an order recognizing two sexes, male and female, taking aim at what the order described as gender ideology extremism. All right, Don, real fucking important issues here to address and some based fucking takes, let me tell you. Tuesday's order says the federal government will not fund, sponsor, promote, assist, or support gender affirming care for children, as the president claims it leaves them with costly medical bills and regret as they get older, since the procedures may affect their ability to conceive. Well, not everyone's fucking goal in life is to just grow up and have fucking kids. And that's not like an obsession that everyone has, unlike you fucking religious weirdos. Like, there's other reasons to live, and people just want to be happy, and they want to be happy in their own bodies, and you're preventing them from doing that. And also, costly medical bills. You know what else is going to be costly when you don't support that kind of care anymore through any sort of assistance program? So that's really going to help. The medical care the president is referring to includes the use of puberty blockers, hormones, and surgeries. LGBTQ advocacy and civil rights groups strongly condemn this latest action, saying it targets and discriminates against some of the most vulnerable in the U.S. trans youth. Omar Gonzalez-Pagan, senior counsel and healthcare strategist for Lambda Legal, said in his statement, the Trump administration disdain and animosity towards transgender people and other minorities appears to know no bounds. Gonzalez-Pagan continued, in seeking to deny transgender youth the medically sound and well-established health care that they need, this administration could put thousands of vulnerable young lives at risk. It is an outrageous overreach of government power that reveals its cruel absolutism. Along with Lambda Illegal, the Human Rights Campaign lambasted the Trump administration for inserting itself in the personal medical decisions of Americans. There's something about being in your doctor's office or your bedroom that these fucking Republicans are just obsessed with. You know, abortion. They want to be in the doctor's office for that too, because they think they know better than you or your fucking doctor. It's ridiculous. Everyone deserves the freedom to make deeply personal healthcare decisions for themselves and their families, no matter your income, zip code, or health coverage, said HRC President Kelly Robinson in a statement. The executive order is a brazen attempt to put politicians in between people and their doctors, preventing them from accessing evidence-based healthcare supported by every major medical association in the country. Yeah, it's not like we're just using fucking voodoo science and just, you know, unresearched and experimental fucking things on trans people. Like every procedure, every sort of hormone blocker, puberty blocker, or whatever is medically backed and has been researched extensively. But you think you know better. Some coverage for pediatric gender affirming care will be excluded from Medicaid, Medicare, and benefit packages for federal and U.S. Postal Service employees. Trump also condemned healthcare workers performing the procedures and said, this dangerous trend will be a stain on our nation's history and it must end. Yeah, trans people and are going to be a stain on our nation's history is basically what he's saying. You know, not to mention our fucking abysmal healthcare, not our homelessness issue, not the climate issue that we are just now completely ignoring. Our fucking wages being stagnant and the federal minimum wage still being at $7.25 when it takes like, I think minimum wage discussions are at like $17 an hour now, just so people can fucking get the bare minimum. But no. The history books are going to be focused on trans people. Not all that other stuff. Not deporting 11 million people. No, it's going to be fucking trans. Additionally, Trump is axing or changing any laws that rely on guidance from the World Professional Association for Transgender Health. Institutions that receive federal research and education grants must stop providing gender affirming care for children. This broadside condemns transgender youth to extend and sorry, let me restart there. The broadside, they're taking away my ability to read. They're trying to silence me. Oh God. This broadside condemns transgender youth to extreme and unnecessary pain and suffering, and their parents to agonized futility in caring for their child, all while denying them access to the same medically recommended health care that is readily available to their cisgender peers. Though the order primarily focuses on pediatric gender affirming care, Trump has instructed the federal and states attorneys general to collaborate on enforcing laws more broadly that are against female genital mutilation across all American states and territories. The Secretary of Health and Human Services has 90 days to evaluate research about how to best help children experiencing discomfort with the gender assigned to them at birth. Like, what's that even mean? This sounds like fucking gay conversion therapy. You gonna try to make someone who's not comfortable in their body just, like, how? Like, why is this your business? Why is this your business? Why do you care so much? You're fucking weird. You're weird. Do these people make you uncomfortable? Probably. Does that mean that they shouldn't get healthcare or treatments that they need to just feel somewhat comfortable in their bodies? How does this affect you? How does this affect the average American? How does this negatively affect them? It doesn't. All it does is just tells a bunch of people to go fuck yourself. Like, what about all these people already on these hormone blockers and puberty blockers? You're just going to stop them and force them to go through, the puberty, or I don't know the specifics, but what they're trying to stop just so they can feel comfortable. This is going to be a mental health crisis. Like, what right do you have? Like, I'm super libertarian on this in abortion. The government should not be in your doctor's office. They shouldn't be. Like, is that such a radical fucking extreme take? Yeah, like, it may make you uncomfortable. You may not like trans people. But does that mean we should just take away all of their rights? Like, let's talk about some of the other things that this article also mentioned, but I'll throw in a few. So, since Trump took office 9 days ago, he's going to be putting another ban on transgender troops. So if you're trans, you do not get to serve your country. Yeah. Why? You want to make an argument for, it's going to compromise people in combat. Okay, then sure, say they can't take combat roles. I think that's already in place for women for a lot of combat roles. So yeah, sure. But what gives you, where do you get off? Like, why should they not be able to serve their country because they're trans? Why? Because you're transphobic and hateful. His executive order on there being only two genders, so fucking important. Why do you care? Why does it matter how people identify? I get it. There's a time where it was really annoying to hear all these terms and have to worry about misgendering people. Yeah, I agree. It was fucking annoying. I was tired of it. But that didn't mean I was an asshole or intentionally tried to disrespect these people. It doesn't mean I think they should lose all their rights and just be treated like they're nothing. No. Transferring trans females to male prisons. Transferring trans women to male prisons. How do you think that's going to go? You think they're going to be in safe conditions? I'll let you guys do the research on that one. There is research out there, and it's not good. Removing the pride flag from federal buildings. Wow, so fucking important. How does that help? Oh, its only purpose is just, we hate you. We hate you. Ending all discrimination regulations. Yeah, there's too many to fucking count right now that have been, just poof, gone. How does this help anyone? How does this improve healthcare? How does this improve wages? How does this lower prices? How does this help your average American? It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just hateful. And it's just another trans people and just the LGBTQ community in general is just another scapegoat that the Republicans want to use for your problems, so you don't actually look up and see who the actual issue is, which is the billionaires and the mega wealthy corporations just fucking running rampant. Our president is a billionaire. His right-hand man is the richest person in the fucking world and is almost a trillionaire. His entire fucking inauguration, his front row, was just a bunch of fucking billionaires, like the top 5 richest people in the US and then some. You can't make the connection that they are just trying to distract you from the shit that they are doing and making you think it's fucking trans people's fault that your healthcare is so bad, that your wages are terrible, that inflation's out of fucking control. So if you support these policies, I need to know why, and I need to know what research or report or study that this is going to do that improves lives. Because from my point of view, all this does is spread hate and just it's just bad. It's just bad for so many people in this community. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you guys are so fucking concerned about children and protecting the children, how about you give them free school lunch? No, you won't. Instead, you want to freeze those programs, cut those programs, and also pass legislation to prevent governors in blue states from passing their own free school lunch programs. Fucking, yeah, like, you had fucking a Republican, McCormick or wherever the fuck his name was, basically saying, yeah, why would we give free school lunch? When I was 13, I worked every day and I paid for my lunch. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah, you're also endorsing the ending of child labor laws. So if you care about the children, why don't you give them some free lunch? Why don't you improve the wages of their family so they could be better supported? Where's that child tax credit that you guys also ran on? Nowhere. Nowhere. Instead, this is what we're focused on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.